Pop quiz. What is this in Chinese? Pretty straightforward, right? Here's the pinyin for you. 'T 恤. Wait, I did not hear you. Are you sure you say 'T 恤, not tissue? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. If your 'T 恤 sounds like tissue, your 橘子 sounds like juice, or if you're still calling your coworker Mr. Xu as Mr. Xu, this video is for you. In our last video, we talked about how to pronounce yu. Today, we're battling three of the yu boss's trickiest minions, zhu, qu, and xu. If you've been learning Chinese for a while, you've probably noticed that the sound yu often comes after ji, qi, and xi, and that these three initials can be a real challenge. To make things trickier, the pinyin spellings follows a special rule that hides the yu altogether. But don't worry, we're going to clear that up step by step today. This video is divided into three parts. Number 1, how to pronounce zhu, qu, and xu. Number 2, why they're spelled the way they are. And number 3, practice exercises to help you master them. Stay until the end for an epic zhu, qu, xu tongue twister bonus. First, let's work on pronouncing the initials ji, qi, and xi correctly. A lot of learners try to memorize and compare them to English words such as ji as in jeep, qi as in cheese, and xi as in she. But in Chinese, the way your tongue moves is totally different. Let me show you what I mean. With a little help from our pronunciation assistant.
This time, I choose you!
When I'm pronouncing the Chinese ji, qi, and xi, the tip of my tongue, this part, stays steady the entire time, touching the back of my lower teeth. The middle part of my tongue, this part, forms an arch in my mouth. Controlling this arch is the key to success. Let's focus on ji and qi first. In both, the peak of the arch raises and touches the roof of my mouth, and then it quickly releases back to the arch position. Try yourself. Ji, qi, ji, qi. Wait, so what is the difference between them? Hold a tissue close to your mouth and try this. Ji, qi, ji, qi. When I say ji, the tissue barely moves, but with qi, there's a clear puff of air. You need that puff for qi, or your Chinese-speaking friends might not catch what you're saying. Now let's talk about xi. The setup is similar. Tip of your tongue behind your lower teeth and the arch in the middle part of your tongue. However, this time, don't make it touch the roof of your mouth. Just raise this part slightly for a split second to create that hissing sound like a leaky tire. Xi, xi, xi. That's right, let's do all three. Ji, qi, xi. Now, to combine them with yu, just round your lips like you're about to kiss someone. Nothing else in your mouth should move. Try it with me. Ji, ju, qi, qu, xi, xu, ju, qu, xu. Here are some common words with the sound. 橘子 进去 需要 and of course, 'T 恤 Now let's talk about that weird spelling. Where do the two dots go? How do you tell U from Yu? Well, here's the one golden rule. If you see letter J, Q, X, or Y followed by a regular letter U, it's Yu. Otherwise, the regular letter U is just U. Why don't we write the dots then? Because the combination of sounds such as jiwu, qiwu, xiwu, or iwu don't really exist in normal spoken Mandarin. They sound so odd to us, we only use them as special effects. For example, think of the sound of a sneeze, or something flying quickly through the sky. So when you see zhi, qu, shu, or yu, the dots are implied. If you don't want to sound like a sneeze, pronounce them with yu. Okay, time for some exercises. Take a look at the pinyin of this word. There are two letter U's. Can you tell which one is U and which one is Yu? That's right, the letter U after letter Q will be Yu. 出去 to go out. 出去 Let's build a sentence. Out of the 4 letter U's, do you know which are U and which are Yu? Exactly. 下午下雨别出去 It's going to rain in the afternoon. Don't go out. 下午下雨，别出去。Okay, let's give this one a try. Which one's 乌 and which one's 鱼? You got it. 胡须 whiskers. 胡须 Here is a sentence for you. How are these letter U's pronounced? You're right. 鲶鱼有胡须，鲈鱼没有胡须。A catfish has whiskers. A sea bass doesn't. 鲶鱼有胡须，鲈鱼没有胡须。Last sentence. Which are 乌 and which are 鱼? Here are the answers. 木兰去读法律，木须去读外语。Mulan is going to study law. Mushu is going to study foreign language. 木兰去读法律，木须去读外语。You're doing amazing. This stuff is tricky, but you're getting it. In our next video, we'll work on pronouncing 撅、缺、削 and 约. If you're curious about that, stay tuned and I will see you in the next video. 我们下次见咯，拜拜。For your challenge lovers out there, here's an epic tongue twister to end on. First, look at the pinyin. Can you tell which are 乌 and which are 鱼? Here you go. 我需要去年法律系录取率的数据。I need last year's law school's acceptance rate data. 我需要去年法律系录取率的数据。我需要去年法律系录取率的数据。